Welcome to Stotra Happiness Studio, and I am your friend Shankar. You're listening to this podcast on the Epilogue Network. Let's think of stories today. Stories that we weave in our minds all the time. Stories that move from one plot to another. Well, these stories eventually become so overwhelming and overpowering that they begin to control us and define the way we live our lives. More often than not, they lead to anxiety and worries. In our meditation practice today, we will focus on how we can change our storyline. As always, find a quiet corner for yourself. The me corner that I always suggest you find for yourself. Just settle into your space. Look around and re-establish your relationship with your space. Sit upright on the floor or wherever you're comfortable. Rest your hands gently and with a deep breath in, softly close your eyes. Breathe out softly. Relax the muscles in and around your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your fingers, your legs, your toes. Feel the points of contact with the surface on which you are sitting. Breathe normally, taking a moment or two to identify your state of mind. Identify any tension in any part of the body. As you scan down from your head to your neck, to your shoulders, the area around your chest, your arms, your fingers, the area around your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your legs, and your toes. If you feel any tension or stress anywhere, just relax and let them go. Let go of the stress. Let go of the tension. Loosen the muscles with a gentle smile as you take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out gently. Notice how you feel as you breathe in and breathe out. Be conscious of changes that you feel within yourself. This is your time. Your conversation with yourself. Just be with yourself. Your breath. It's natural for thoughts to come and go. A multitude of thoughts. Just focus on your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. With single-minded commitment, stay with your breath. Breath after breath after breath after breath. Let in the new. Let go of the old. With every breath, refresh, restart, and renew. In life, we tend to make our own stories in our minds. And it all starts with a very simple thought. And the rest is a story of cause and effect in our minds. We spin stories, color them with our own imagination, add our own characters and situations, imagine outcomes which lead to the next outcome, and so on. And this triggers a chain reaction. And the story gets bigger and bigger. And this leads to worries and anxiety and all sorts of negative feelings. The reason we worry or get anxious is because we anticipate a certain outcome without the event actually happening at all. These stories are crafted as we ruminate and reflect time and again, churning them again and again, thinking they might come true. We fearfully move towards the future, which looks very worrying. A future we are yet to see or experience. A future that we will perhaps never see. That's when our thoughts rule over us. When our thoughts rule over our present, we start worrying. Instead of enjoying the present, we worry about the future. That unsettles the present as well. Whenever we have a negative thought that shows promise of a worrying tale ahead that might present itself in the future, we need to change the storyline. We need to change the plot, situations, characters, and locations. We have to turn it around into a positive one. And it all starts with what we feel right now. If your present is always pleasant, your future can't be gloomy. So with a deep commitment to focus on our breath, as we breathe in and breathe out, let's change our story. Let's craft pleasant stories by staying in the present. With each session of our meditation practice, we move closer to our goal of being in the present. And as we come to the end of this practice, take a deep breath in. Wiggle your fingers and toes as you breathe out softly with a smile. And then gently open your eyes again. You're with me, Shankar, on Stotra Happiness Studio on the Epilogue Network. You can get in touch with me on Stotra Happiness, that's STOTRA happiness@gmail.com. You can also listen to this podcast on many other platforms like Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Gaana, Hubhopper, Spotify, and a lot more. I hope to see you very soon in another session of our Happiness Podcast. Till then, keep winning.